This video is the second and final part of the Beast World saga. The video with the first part is linked in the video description. Amidst the chaos of a crumbling world, Peacemaker races against time to save Chester Runk. His mission is clear, but fate has its cruel twists. As Beast people pursue them, Peacemaker is forced to take down one of the creatures, only to realize it was Chester's own son, warped beyond recognition. Overcome with grief and resistance, Chester is subdued as Peacemaker sedates him, ensuring the mission continues. Meanwhile, Ivy Town descends into destruction. In a desperate bid to restore order, Giganta transforms into her massive form, but the infection claims her too. She becomes a towering monster, unleashing devastation upon the city. Oracle calls for help, and the Titans answer. Swamp Thing holds collapsing buildings together while Starfire and John Kent confront the transformed Giganta head-on. In the heat of battle, John is struck down, crashing through a building as chaos surrounds him. Shaken by the destruction and loss, he finds strength in Wally West's words of comfort and determination. Rising with renewed resolve, John joins Starfire in subduing the monstrous Giganta. A massive blast from Starfire sends her through a boom tube, while John incinerates the spores trying to infect him. Together they protect Ivy Town, but the battle has only begun. As the dust settles, a new threat emerges. Sergeant Steel accuses Beast Boy of being a monster, turning public opinion against him. The Titans, determined to defend their friend, plan their next move. But in the shadows, Waller and Lex Luthor prepare a sinister scheme. Using Chester Runk's powers, they aim to create a black hole to destroy Beast Boy and end the chaos. Elsewhere, Hate ambushes Raven, keeping her from sensing the real danger. Chester is teleported directly into Beast Boy, and the unthinkable happens. Chester's power spirals out of control, forming a black hole within Gar. The Titans rush to stop the destruction but are too late. The black hole consumes them both, ending their lives and leaving the world in mourning. The Titans stand together, united yet powerless as they witness the fall of Garo. The air is thick with sorrow and anger, especially for Raven. Consumed by grief, she is determined to find the one responsible for this tragedy. Her suspicions fall on a mysterious figure wielding the Helmet of Chaos, a symbol of destructive power she believes is at the center of it all. Meanwhile, in Washington, D.C., the American government celebrates a bittersweet victory. The Bureau of Sovereignty is hailed as the savior of humanity, and Amanda Waller, its shadowy leader, finally steps into the spotlight. During a press conference, Waller commends the sacrifice of Chester Runk, the man who gave his life to stop Beast Boy, and announces the next step in their plan: a global strike to eliminate the remaining infected monsters. Her words spark unease, as the cost of such a plan could mean the deaths of millions. At the Titans' base, Nightwing, Cyborg, Starfire, Raven, and Flash watch the broadcast with heavy hearts. Waller's actions feel like a betrayal of everything they've fought for. Nightwing refuses to stand by as innocent lives are lost. Raven wrestles with her own darkness, torn between seeking vengeance and keeping control of her demonic side. Ultimately, she chooses restraint, vowing to intervene only if necessary. The Titans launch their mission to stop Waller. Flash uses his speed to neutralize the guards, while Cyborg hacks into the Bureau's military systems to stop the drone strikes. Though the mission risks their reputation, the Titans know that saving lives comes first. Nightwing infiltrates the base, determined to confront Waller face to face. Inside, he encounters Peacemaker. The two engage in a fierce battle, Peacemaker's relentless firepower clashing with Nightwing's agility and precision. Despite the odds, Nightwing prevails, disarming and incapacitating Peacemaker. He moves deeper into the facility, finally coming face to face with Waller. The confrontation is tense. Nightwing accuses Waller of manipulating the public to establish control through fear, but Waller is unrepentant. She dismisses his ideals, claiming that her actions are necessary to secure humanity's future. Even as Nightwing tries to reason with her, she remains steadfast, refusing to cancel the strikes. Back at the Titan's end, Cyborg succeeds in disabling the drones, stopping the strikes before they can begin. Flash delivers the news to Nightwing, but Waller is furious. She berates Nightwing, mocking him for failing to act sooner and accusing the Titans of endangering humanity by sparing Beast Boy for so long. Raven, listening to Waller's accusations, feels her rage boiling over. Her powers surge as she launches Waller against a wall. For a moment, it seems as though she might succumb to her darker impulses. But as she recalls Garfield Logan's compassion, she steps back, restraining herself. Raven declares that it is Gar's memory that keeps her from crossing the line. But then the atmosphere shifts. A dark energy erupts as Raven's gem, the crystal on her forehead, shatters. A powerful force escapes, filling the room with chaos. To Raven's shock, the entity looks just like her, but its eyes burn with hatred. The creature accuses Raven of imprisoning it, claiming that she deserves nothing but its wrath. Peacemaker sits in silence, nursing his wounds after the fierce battle with Nightwing. Amanda Waller looms over him, her voice sharp and commanding. "Don't do anything stupid," she warns before turning her attention elsewhere. Determined to protect Nightwing, Raven opens a portal and sends him away, knowing she must face this shadow of herself alone. Nightwing reappears in Titan's tower, shaken but alive. There, he reunites with Batgirl and Detective Chimp. Chimp's sharp mind wastes no time, asking the question on everyone's mind, what's the plan? As they strategize, Superman John Kent arrives, offering himself as bait to lure out the spore infecting Batman. The plan works. Batman, freed from the spore's control, emerges disoriented but relieved. His first concern is for Nightwing. "Richard, did I hurt you?" he asks, guilt in his voice. Assured by Nightwing that he's fine, Batman agrees to help coordinate the rescue efforts, with Batgirl guiding the heroes from the tower. Meanwhile, the Titans gather, preparing for the final confrontation. Detective Chimp explains their strategy. They will act as bait to draw the remaining infected spores. Cyborg, having hacked into military systems, warns of potential interference from the authorities. Amid the preparations, Nightwing takes a bold step. He visits the President of the United States. In a moment of vulnerability, Nightwing is ready to unmask himself, pleading with the President to trust the Titans again. He reveals that the team has already healed the President's wife, a gesture meant to prove their intentions. Nightwing exposes Waller's manipulations and asks for global cooperation to heal the infected before it's too late. In Gotham, chaos reigns as Sergeant Steel faces off against a group of beastmen, including Harley Quinn, who has transformed into a towering, muscle-bound rabbit. The battle intensifies until Superman John Kent intervenes, drawing all the spores toward himself. Back at the tower, Nightwing hands Donna Troy a dossier, detailing contingency plans to neutralize any heroes who might become infected. Cyborg provides Donna with specially designed armor, capable of resisting the spores and granting her the strength to face even the most formidable enemies. But on another front, Raven's battle with her dark counterpart is growing desperate. Dr. Hate, reveling in her power, commands the Beastmen to attack. Yet, something holds them back. Garfield Logan, despite being fragmented among the spores, still exerts a sliver of control. Dr. Hate mocks Raven, taunting her with the knowledge that every spore destroyed takes another piece of Garfield with it. Raven reaches out telepathically to her allies, begging them to stop killing the spores. Nightwing quickly orders a change in strategy. The spores must be contained, not destroyed. The heroes rally, working together to herd the spores into Titan's tower, ensuring the safety of countless lives. As the battle rages on, Dr. Hate gains the upper hand, nearly strangling Raven in a brutal display of dominance. But at the last moment, Starfire intervenes, delivering a devastating blow that dislodges Dr. Hate's helmet. Seeing an opportunity, Flash, Wally West, grabs the helmet and speeds away, despite its attempts to corrupt him. Without hesitation, he hurls it into a volcano, destroying it once and for all. Freed from the helmet's influence, Raven finds herself evenly matched with her dark counterpart. She asks Starfire to leave the fight and join the others. Left alone, Raven pours every ounce of her strength into the battle, determined to trap Dr. Hate in the crystal once more. When the dust settles, Raven returns victorious, her evil counterpart imprisoned once again. The scattered spores begin to converge, forming the familiar shape of Garfield Logan. But as he takes form, Raven senses something is missing. The destruction of so many spores has left him incomplete. A part of his mind is lost. Later, Amanda Waller steps onto the world stage once more, announcing the formation of the Hall of Order, a countermeasure to the Titans and other heroes. Her declaration is clear: there has been enough of their so-called justice. At Titan's Tower, Detective Chimp shares a glimmer of hope with Cyborg. There may be a way to restore Garfield fully. The heroes embark on a daring mission to retrieve Garo's severed arm, frozen and left behind in the Boomerang Nebula. Back in the Sahara, they use their combined powers to melt the ice and merge the arm with Garfield's form. Donna Troy's lasso helps guide the process, and finally, Garfield awakens. With tears streaming down her face, Raven whispers, "We won." But in the shadows, the truth emerges. The Raven standing beside Garfield is not the real Raven. Dr. Hate has taken her place, trapped the true Raven in the crystal, and now waits patiently for her moment to exact revenge. If you enjoyed this epic showdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. I see you in the next video.